Viva residency, viva! Viva residency, viva! Viva resi youth league, viva! Viva resi women's league, viva! Wathinta abafazi, wathinta imbokodo. Program director, today I don't have a typical task. I got a proper translation of what you've said, that my role is to put the red carpet for an ANC member, a veteran of the ANC, Comrade Pam. But it's very important that I start by, I know protocols have been observed by the former NEC member of SASCO. I'm told that is a mayor somewhere or a speaker here in Krisani. Ukamlelo somewhere, Umzila. We serve together in the NEC of SASCO. I know in most cases I'm always acknowledged as a former president of COSAS. They forget that I've also led SASCO. Is to acknowledge, most importantly, program director, firstly to acknowledge the longest serving president of the ANC Youth League, Comrade Kigaba. It is not easy to be a president of the Youth League. And to be the longest can be most difficult. And all this generation that are here, to also acknowledge the former TG of the ANC Youth League, Comrade Mabi, led by his deputy president, who is now acting president because their president left, Comrade Andile Lungisa. Now I've given him a title of acting president because his president left. The former SG of the Youth League, also Comrade Nzuza. The two chairpersons of the former SG also of the Youth League, Comrade Sihle Zigalala. Now it's a very blessed celebration of Mama. You also have 3 chairpersons of provinces. Now, Comrade Lungisa, the NEC correes here today. When I check here, we can take decisions. Because the NEC is correcting, even the SG of the Youth League is here. And many NEC members who are here, I can see the list, and former president of the Women's League and the current president of the Women's League. Now, post this, we can have a session and have an NEC meeting and conclude discussions of the weekend. Abafundisi, most importantly, because when we leave where we come from as the ANC, we'll have many problems like what we're having now. When we left Abafundisi, Abu Brown arrived. Because you leave Abafundisi because Abu Brown. Traditional leaders that are here, Inkosi zonke zikhona. If I have not acknowledged you by name, veterans, you are acknowledged according to generations that I've acknowledged. Leaders of the oppositions, the EFF, and the new Maibu here, go ANC. Comrade Floyd, were engaging that this Maibuya must booyah to ANC. Looks like we are going to succeed in that discussion. Because where we are, we can't afford any Maibuya anywhere else. it must buoy to the People's Parliament, which is the African National Congress. Comrade TP, we are here today to celebrate the life of Umama. And as we are celebrating the life of Umama, I was inspired by, I don't know if he's a professor of anthropology or sociology. I know he's going to be very unpopular with feminists. The things that he said, I can't say. But the most important part that he raised is the issue of not neglecting our culture and traditions. But in all the things that he raised the most important issue of land. And I know that, Comrade TP, your generation belongs to a special generation of economic freedom fighters. A generation that has agreed that our freedom is incomplete when the economic structure of this country still reflects how it was reflecting pre-democracy. Your generation acknowledged that without land, our people are still under oppression. Your generation acknowledged that without minerals, our people are still under oppression. Your generation, in your first NGC in 2010, saw that if the ANC does not urgently restructure the economic structure, our people will put us at 40% that we are at now. It is your generation that acknowledged that voting, it is not enough when our people are in poverty, without water, and they're unemployed, and the youth are in drugs, the youth are on the streets. Every day our villages, our townships are holidays. It is that generation that our generation took from. And in our second NGC, we further affirm that economic freedom now, not later. We further introduced that without export quotas, there cannot be any other solution to revive our industries and revitalize our economy. Now, as I introduce Umam Pem, I felt that I must raise this matter that the economy of this country 31 years later still reflects the reflection of what our people fought against pre-apartheid. Blacks are still poor, blacks are still unemployed, the economy is still controlled by the minorities. And we're saying as the Youth League, enough, it's enough. And we're saying your generation, TP, as you honor Mama, you must not be a generation of cowards. It must be a generation that says, our time is now, we must take over the ANC and lead it towards the National Democratic Society where our people are living in the land that they fought for freely outside the oppression of poverty. But I know Umama Ngemitutu Manje understands and agrees with us because Abu Mama and the Youth League will agree on the agenda of the liberation of our people. Now we're saying Mampem, who's an NEC member of the ANC, an NEC member of the Women's League, a veteran of the Women's League, will come here and speak on our behalf and show the people of this area that the ANC is a family. We're together when days are dark. We're also together when days are good. We support each other every day because we're not an organization of animals. We're an organization of people, and we support every day and everywhere because we're the only parliament of the people. Now, Mampem, Nyabonga, my job was to put the red carpet. Thank you very much.